Want to look our best coming and going. Dr. Bill Johnson of Innovations Medical knows how techniques can reshape the body in a matter of hours with little or no downtime. Hi, Dr. Bill. How are you?
Good morning.
Okay, so we put all of that off during the summer, and now we're heading towards the holidays, the class reunions time, and we want to get our body shapely. What makes a shapely body?
Well, this is one of the things that science really does understand, and it's been well researched, and what we look at is the ratio of our hips to our waist, and we want a waist to hip ratio of 0.7 in that ballpark. You really don't want to be much below or above that.
Oh.
And that's if you want basically your hips to be 70% of the size around your waist.
Okay, yeah, that looks like it would be good measurements. I'd like to look like that.
Yeah, and that stands true whether you're a tall, slender fashion model or shorter and just want to have a nice figure. You still want that 0.7 ratio.
And a lot of that comes from diet and exercise, but then sometimes we need a little assistance. How do we get that smaller waist?
Well, for a lot of women, it can actually be pretty easy because Thermage is a technology that can take an inch or two off the waist in about an hour. It's got no downtime and is one of the areas I think that Thermage is the very most impressive. Now, some women need a little more help than an inch or two, and in that case, liposuction is really a great alternative. And of course, nowadays, modern techniques, we do it in the office under local anesthesia. You're back to work in a day or two, so we can make a real difference in a short time.
That's so great. Like I said, we're seeing the waist measurements there. I think that's the most gratifying when you go in for Thermage, is that you have no downtime, and then you get to have the measurements done right before your eyes, so you can see that it was time well spent.
That's right.
Okay, so we want smaller waist, but we also maybe need some more help around the hips, and that's where liposuction comes in.
Liposuction can help around the hips. Some women can see a good reduction with Thermage too. Okay. So those are both areas, and here's an example of a case before and after with both waist and hips being done. You can see real reduction, a real change in the shape. Real
reduction, and that's with probably Thermage and liposuction working together. Okay, very cool. Okay, let's talk about the derriere, because we want to shape that too. What can we do with our buttocks?
Well, some women just need a little lift. You know, over time they can tend to have the appearance of falling.
Men too, not just women.
but women are more attuned to it.
Yes.
And when that's happened, Thermage can give a really nice lift, and again, really no downtime, takes just about an hour. It can also really help with dimpling. Now, liposuction on the buttocks is a little trickier. You want to be careful there. The bottom third of the buttocks is kind of a no lipo zone because everything will fall.
Oh, yeah.
And even the upper third's place, you want to make sure that whoever you see has a lot of experience in doing buttocks.
Okay, and because sometimes you want to lift too, and maybe something like the Brazilian too. So we're showing a lot of different techniques here today. Bill, what do you have for GMT viewers if they like what they see?
So if they need a little more volume, we do the Brazilian lift, and we're offering a special on the Brazilian lift now, about 15% off between now and the middle of October for the whole procedure. And that's where we take your own fat and use it to enhance the shape of the buttocks.
Very good information today. Nice stuff to get us in shape. Dr. Bill Johnson, always good to see you. For more information, log on to innovationsmedical.com or give him a call, 972-331-8844 for a consultation. And if you have a question for Dr. Bill Johnson, just drop him an email at questions@innovationsmedical.com. Rob?